Hey, Shane, great to talk to you. Jake Noecker from the Scrap News.
What's up, man?
Big debut coming up. I know you're very happy with where you are in the PFL and you're excited to be with the promotion. However, I'm wondering if you heard Dana White say they made a mistake in letting you go. And if so, did that make you feel good at least?
100%. Yeah. 100%. It shows like the appreciation he had for the way I fight and everything that I've gave to the sport. I mean, like I put my blood, sweat, and tears into every single fight, and for him to say that it meant a lot. It showed that he appreciated it. He didn't have to say anything. He could have just shut his mouth and be like, all right, go to the PFL, whatever. But no, he showed some praise. So that was awesome.
And lastly, you just mentioned Renato Moicano. He has a big fight in a couple weeks coming up against Armin Suzukian. Who takes that one, Moicano or Suzukian?
This is like 50-50. All the two guys is like tough, you know. I've trained with Arman, and Moicano is my partner training too, you know. But yeah, like they're both guys like tough guys, you know, and like 50-50 in this fight, you know. Not bad in this fight.
It's a great fight, and so is yours. Best of luck this weekend. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Love it, man. Looking forward to it. And, every time as a fan, every time I watch you fight, I am just impressed with your durability. You have a crazy chin, they say. We've seen it throughout your whole career. Is that something you pride yourself on? Is that like a tool you consider that you utilize?
I don't know if you've ever seen the old school Fairly Odd Parents.
Yep.
But I like to think of myself as the Crimson Chin. So I can take a shot. I can give a shot. I just love fighting, and I ain't been put away yet, not in mixed martial arts. So let's go. Not with a knockout. So
Clay, the Crimson Chin Collard. I love it. Thank you very much, man.
yeah, there you go, baby.
Yeah, it's pretty funny because I just told that to the team here just before the interview, because I saw a guy coming in and he really looked like Shane. I was like, holy cow, the guy is huge. Like, he's so huge. Like, I was amazed. I was like, oh my God, like he really took it seriously. He pumped some iron and he became so huge. But then I saw him just right now. I was like, oh, I don't think it's the same guy. I think it was a different guy. And I was kind of like excited, about the him being so huge, like David against Goliath. But no, he's not that big, actually. But I was really amazed. I was like thinking about this, like, man, bro, he really went all in on the pumping,
I think it was today, maybe yesterday, depending where you are in the world, your 8-year anniversary of being in the UFC. So my question is, how have you grown as a fighter, AKA who would win in a fight, you now or you back then?
Yeah, 8 years ago. It's quite crazy that 8 years ago I made my debut in the UFC. I mean, I'm just glad I've done everything I've done. I'm proud of what I've achieved. And even like a couple of years ago when I kind of semi-retired, like if I did that, I wouldn't have beat Anthony Pettis twice. I wouldn't have fought in Madison Square Garden. First time fighting in Vegas today as well. I wouldn't have got all the great experience I've had with the PFL. It's been amazing since I've signed with the PFL. So yeah, but the Stevie Ray 8 years ago, he'd maybe be a tiny bit more athletic, but he'd get smashed. I'm more wise and more technical, and I've still got the athleticism.
So this season, there's 3 things that come to mind as a fan, right? The $1 million, the title, and revenge on Olivier. Which one of those is front and center in your mind?
The title, first to be a champion. Then I think the last one is to revenge our defeat, because this is consequence. If it's not this year, it's going to happen next season. So my focus is do a good season, don't pull the handbrake. Don't finish the fight with 20% gas in the tank. Go there and try score these 6 points and gather the risk, because This was the main complaint, I think, from the fans, from the coaches. Like, if you are that good, and we know you are that good, how strong, explosive, you are the warhorse. So why don't you finish this fight soon? Like you hit the pads. Of course, it's easier said than done, but I'm excited to try to show, and like doesn't matter what, I'm gonna finish this fight, and I have this feeling in my heart right now.